control. The altar of your father's house is not in control. The witch is not in control. The wizard is not in control. The power of darkness is not in control.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. While we begin today's fellowship with Franklin and Chella session, let's just be in this mode of worship, of surrendering to God. He's always with us. He's always with us. There's no need to be afraid. There's no need to worry. When you have that assurance that God is with you, you have nothing to worry. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to worry. You have nothing to fear. Let's just be in that mood of worship, enjoying the presence of God, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying that assurance that God is with us. That God is with us. That God is with us. Welcome someone, welcome someone, welcome someone. He's always there to help. Fellowship with Franklin and Church. It's another session, it's another time, it's another Wednesday for us to fellowship together, for us to pray together. And today I'm basically going to be encouraging someone out there to stand feet, to hold on, to stay strong, to fear not, because God is with you. God is with you. God is with you. There's no need to be afraid. There's a lot going on in the atmosphere. There's a lot going on in different cities and different nations. It's like a paramilitary activity going on everywhere. The world's lockdown are becoming so familiar with everybody, so in the lips of everybody, shutdowns and all of that. But listen, they can shut down situations, they can shut down systems, but they cannot shut down your spirit and they cannot shut down your mind. You shouldn't let no one shut down your spirit. You shouldn't let no one shut down your mind. When you have God, you have it all. When you have God, everything is under control. It's time for you to stay awake, to stay strong, to keep believing. It's not a time for you to quench. It's not a time for you to weep. It's not a time for you to cry. It's not a time for you to sorrow. It's not a time for you to feel like you have lost it. It's not a time for you to feel discouraged or depressed. God is coming and to assure someone today. God wants to assure someone today that He is still with them. Fear not. Fear not. Fear not. I see you enjoying divine protection. Be in this mode of worship. Be in this mode of fellowship. submitting to the Most High God, the one who is our divine protector, the one who is our Savior, the one who is our Lord and personal Savior. Powerful. Nothing can take his place, no matter the circumstances, no matter the kind of wind that is blowing on the atmosphere. Nothing should take the place of God in your life. Nothing should substitute that position of God. Systems can shake, your spirit should not shake. Systems can shake, your mind should not shake. Systems can shake, but the place of God in your life will remain unshaken. Mm. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Jesus. In the mood of worship. In the mood of worship. Let the presence of God be activated wherever you are watching from. Let the atmosphere wherever you are watching from be enveloped with the presence of God. You are always there. You are always there. You are always there. We worship you. We worship. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for another day as this. Thank you for bringing us into another Wednesday to fellowship together, to pray together. Thank you for the word that you are about to give to your people. And we pray that as they receive the word, it penetrates. Distance is not a barrier in the realms of the Spirit. Bless those that you are about to bless today. Give comfort to those you are about to give comfort today. Give strength, give hope, give encouragement. Increase the faith of those that you are about to help today. Fear not. Fear not. Fear not. Rosusida labacosia, Namangrodosia, Yaradabadosia, Ye Kokrosusi. Welcome to today's fellowship with Franklin Ichala. Rasusida Dabasos, Yandosi, Yorosida Dabarosi. Welcome. Welcome. It's another session. It's another day with the Fellowship with Franklin Ichala series. And the word and the message that God has for us today is to encourage us to fear not. Last week, you know, following all that is going on in the cities and in different nations all around the world, I was led to talk about, just to connect with the people and talk about my own idea and my own proposed formula on how to stay and how to repel the coronavirus that is spreading, you know, because following what I said last week, there are certain diseases that can come to someone if they are not if they are not knowledgeable, if they are not properly informed, if they are not properly healthy, and of course if they are not prayerful. And I propose that for you to be able to repel the coronavirus, you need to be informed, you need to stay clean, and you need to be prayerful. When you go to the Franklin Ichala Ministries Facebook fan page and view the um, March 18th broadcast, you will be able to watch through all I said about, you know, the proposed formula to repel the coronavirus, which is staying informed. Information is vital. No matter where you are, no matter how young or how old you are. Information is vital to always being able to repel anything. It doesn't matter if it is the coronavirus. It doesn't matter if it is the disease of any kind. It doesn't matter if it is whatever kind of problem you're going through. It doesn't matter whatever the societal issues you're going through, or the economical issues you're going through, or the health issues you're going through. You see, proper revelation is important for effective elevation. You know, the more informed you are, the more you can be able to perform. You know, so it's important that for you to, of course, like we are concentrating on this coronavirus stuff, you know, for you to be able to repel it, you have to be informed. I stressed on that last week, you know, that it's important to get good informations, you know. And of course, I went further to talk about you being clean, you know. When you are clean, when you understand how to stay healthy, when you embrace health consciousness, nothing is going to happen to you. Nothing is going to happen to you. Nothing is going to happen to you, you know. And then, but you know, being someone who understands the things of the spirit, I understand that yes, you can do all of that, but when something is orchestrated from the spiritual, it can hit, you know. And that's the reason why I added the prayerful part. You know, you can stay informed, you can stay clean, but at the same time, you need to be prayerful, because you know we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, spiritual wickednesses in high places. And by the reason of that, it's important to note that there are certain kind of diseases and sicknesses that, when being orchestrated from the spiritual, it can do a lot of havoc. And that's the reason why churches, men of God, Christians, people of God need to be awake, to keep praying, to keep fellowshipping together. You see, the truth is this: they may have shut down the buildings, but they didn't shut down the church. You are the church. They didn't shut your mouth. They didn't stop you from praying. They didn't stop you from going on your knees to call on God. Because you see, following some kinds of ministrations and some kind of things that God has been doing in the past, there are certain kind of ailments, certain kinds of diseases that, until it is arrested from the spiritual, until it is repelled and stopped from the spiritual, no matter the research, no matter the vaccinations, a proper, conclusive solution to the problem will not be there. If the devil, because the true adversary here is the devil, the virus is only a device. It's only a device to affect cities, to affect nations, to affect individuals. It's only a device. But the real adversary, the real demon, the real devil, the real enemy is the devil. And that's the reason why you need to understand that, being that the coronavirus is an invisible spirit, is an invisible virus, invisible spiritual precautions has to be taken as well into consideration. If you must stop something that you cannot see, you have to do something that is unseen spiritually. I started off by saying that the systems in your city or in your nation can be shut, but do not allow your spirit and your mind to be shut down. Because following what is going on, a lot of people may be discouraged, a lot of people may feel bad, a lot of people may feel away from the society, a lot of people may feel away from their people, a lot of people may feel away from the things that keeps them happy. You know, there are some people who their job is actually what keeps them happy and going. You know, some people, they are so passionate with their career pattern in life, and that's what gives them strength, that's what gives them daily motivations, that's what keeps them going. Some people, yeah, They are used to being out there with people on a daily basis. And because they are always out there on a daily basis with people, it's so difficult to stay by themselves all alone. There's some people who leave probably by themselves. They don't leave with nobody. And so it's difficult. It's boredom. It's like self-imprisonment. But here, in everything, give thanks to the Lord. In situations like this, what God is trying to say to us is, fear not. It's not the end of the time. It's not the end of your life. There is still hope ahead. You still have breath. There is still hope ahead. When you have life, you should have hope. There are people who are out there who are already caught up with this virus. But you are blessed and you are favored by God to be divinely protected. Following what is going on so far, it's most people who are some kind of influential in some way or the other. They've caught up with this virus. But wherever you are, you have been protected, you have been saved, you have been delivered, you have been divinely covered by God. Do you think He's not going to be able to restore back what you have lost within the spirit? The devil, his mission has always been to come steal, kill, and to destroy. John 10:10. That has always been his mission, to come steal, kill, to destroy. And he can always use any device. And this virus could be one of the devices. One of the devices to come steal the jobs of people. One of the devices to come steal the health of people. The virus could be one of the devices to come steal even the relationships of people. It could be one of the devices to steal the goodness, the joy, the peace of people. It could be one of the devices to come steal the joy and the happiness of people and to give them depression. It could be one of the device to come steal the job of people and to give them unemployment. It could be one of the device of the devil to steal the profit of people and to give them loss. That is the essence of the virus. But you see, Jesus has always come to give us life. It doesn't matter what the devil is using the virus to come steal from you. There is hope. God has the ability to restore. One of the devices of the devil could be to come steal your time. Certain things would have happened within this period of time, but it's like there is a delay because of what's going on. But God says, fear not. That's the message of the today. Fear not. There's no point to be worried what's going to happen. There's no point to be worried if the world ended. There's no point to be worried. Will I be able to survive this? Will I be able to come out of this? There are people, particularly, who they are probably by themselves, all alone in their homes. They have no brother, they have no sister, they have no family, they have no relationship. They are all by themselves in this period of time. Some of them still will not be able to afford a food to eat. Some of them may not even be able to have access to the internet. In some localities, in some cities, in some villages. But regardless of the situation, you still have hope. And I pray for those kinds of people as well, wherever they are. God will give them comfort and send help to them. Hope to them. This is a phase that will pass. This is a phase that will pass. But you need to be strengthened. I'm gonna pray with us after this session. It's gonna be a short session, and at the end, I'm gonna pray with us. But the word that God is bringing to us today is fear not, fear not, fear not. No matter the situation, no matter the challenge, no matter what you're going through right now, fear not, fear not, fear not. All shall be well, all shall be well. All shall be well. Fear not, fear not. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. That is where the scripture is going to be read from today. That is where God has a message for us today. For those who are feeling so worried, for those who are feeling so depressed, for those who are troubled in their spirit, you're staying clean, you're staying informed, you're being prayerful, but it's as though you're still worried. It's as though you're troubled. It's as though you're wondering what's going to happen next. You're hearing the news from different cities, from different nations. Some of you are supposed to have traveled from one country to another, and because of the situation, there is a hold in the airports. Some of you are supposed to have resumed your job in some organizations, but because of this, there is a hold. There are some of you, there are some of you, there's someone who is probably pregnant right now, due for delivery, and yet wondering what's going to happen when I go with my pregnancy to the hospital to get my baby out. And you're afraid, you're worried about yourself and about the safety of the baby that is about to be born. You're in your ninth month, and this situation is already increasing in your society, in your environment where you are. You're in your ninth month. Fear not. God says, fear not. God says, fear not. You are all by yourself. You're all by yourself. But he said he's going to send you help. The baby will be delivered properly, and you will be safe, and the baby will be fine. This is a word for everyone. Fear not. Fear not. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. The Bible says in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, King James Version, fear thou not. God is the one speaking, not I. God is the one speaking. This is a word from the Lord. This is the voice of God. I'm only an instrument passing the message. I'm only a prophet passing the message of God as his messenger, as his prophet. This is his word for you. This is his word for you. Fear not. He said in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of thy righteousness. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed. Fear thou not. God is with you. God is going to see you through. The wind that is blowing the disease is going to go. It's going to blow the virus away. It's not going to come near thee. The disease is not going to come near thee and your family. The sickness is not going to come near you and your family. You will be protected. You will be shielded. And no harm will come near you. 1,000 may fall at thy side, 10,000 may fall at the other side, but you are divinely protected. You may hear of stories of people that are probably affected. Fear not. Your own case is different. Your own case is. God is bringing you a word today. God is reassuring you that He is with you. God is reassuring you that no matter the situation, no matter the challenge out there, no matter the tunnel, no matter the trouble, He is with you. It doesn't stop you from trying to ensure that you are informed about all that is going on out there. It doesn't stop you from trying to ensure that you are as healthy as you're supposed to be healthy and safety, health conscious. It still doesn't stop you from being prayerful, but most importantly as well, your spirit and your mind should not shut down. Your faith should still be alive. Your hope should still be alive. God is with you. You will overcome. You will come out of this. You will triumph. You will win. And everything will come back to normalcy. In the name of Jesus. It's important that you understand that in this period of time, your peace of mind is golden. The devil is very tricky and he understands how to plant the spirit of depression. Remember, even the virus is a spirit. And the virus as a spirit can attract other spirits. It can attract other spirits. It can attract the spirit of depression into someone. It can attract the spirit of anger. It can attract the spirit of abuse. It can attract the spirit of poverty. It can attract the spirit of hatred. Different spirits can be birthed by even the spirit of the virus. This is the reason why you have to ensure that your mind and your spirit is always guarded. You refuse to let your mind and your spirit to be shut down. Ensure to maintain your peace of mind. Peace of mind is gold. Ensure to always be at peace within yourself. You see, it's a period of time when the devil can be trickish. He can set you up. You may feel that you are all by yourself now. You can do some nasty things. You may feel that okay, you are all at home now, and so there are people who are probably not seeing you, and you can do some certain things. But he's setting a trap for you. Yes, you. He's setting a trap. You may think that no one is watching, and you're all by yourself now, and you're trying to do some nasty things.
But the devil is always very smart. But you know what? When you have proper revelation, when you have proper information, you can always outsmart the devil. Maintain your peace of mind. It is important to keep your faith and your hope alive. Knowing that God is with you, it's important that your peace of mind is maintained. And within this period of time, it is also important to maximize your time. Make do with it. Out of this, that is like a sorrow, a problem, a trouble to many, capitalize on it. Look for the good aspect of it. Look for the positive aspect and embrace it. If you're someone who you never have time to do some other aspect of yourself or to discover some other aspect of your life, a lot of people have been asked to work from home. A lot of people are working from home now. A lot of people have been laid off. Their place of work has been suspended. A lot of people who are in some kind of non-essential kinds of businesses that have been asked to go home. This is not the time to just idle at home. It's a time to self-discover yourself again. It's a time to maximize your time. Self-discover yourself again. Discover the talents. There are some other things about you that you've probably not discovered. Dig deep. Discover more creativities in you, more potentials in you. Prepare yourself for a better return back. Improve yourself for a better return back. Don't while away with the time. Don't waste the time. It's not a time for you to go back and start messing around. It's a time for you to maximize. It's a time for you to develop yourself. Those who are probably in who were in relationship problems, husband and wives, or fiancés and fiancés that are about to get wedded, this is not the time for you to abuse. This is a time for you to capitalize on and strengthen your relationship. Whether as married couples or as partners in courtship and preparing to get wedded. It's a time to be able to bond more. It's a time for you to be able to understand yourself more. It's a time for you to be able to know yourselves better, to understand your likes and your dislikes. It's not a time because you have been asked to go sit at home and then you feel that, oh, because you're sitting at home now, you should while away. If you're a married man or if you're a married woman, you should be able to understand yourself better and be able to build a family time with your children or with your couple. If you're a pastor, it's a time to also understand that it's important to get closer to God within the season. It's a time for you to be able to fellowship more with God. If you're a business owner, it's a time for you to research more. It's a time for you to be able to dig deep more. You can still do your video conferences with your employees and with your staffs at home. It's a time for you to be able to get more ideas and prepare yourself for a return back. Maximize the time. Maximize the time. Maximize the time. There's no need to panic. There's no need to be worried. There's no need to be troubled.
God is going to be with you. God is going to strengthen you. God is going to give you help for a better comeback. Hallelujah. I want to pray with us right now. There are people out there who may be discouraged. I pray that God visits you and strengthens you. The good Lord strengthen you. The good Lord be with you. The comfort of God be with you. Those who are sick at this time, I pray for God's healing power to come upon you. You see, this is not a time to get troubled or worried about the coronavirus thing. I see there's another opportunity for God to raise great men and women of God to perform another sign and wonder in this generation. It's another time, it's another opportunity for God to prove that He has the capacity to heal all kinds of diseases. Different diseases has been birthed in the past, and God brought men and women of God that were able to bring judgment against those diseases. This can be conquered as well. And it is an opportunity for men of God and women of God to be used by God to destroy this virus and bring glory to His name. So there's no need to be worried. There's no need to be fearful. It's only a time to retreat back. Redevelop yourself, grow more in the spirit realm, and get prepared for what God is about to do. I pray the blessing of the Lord be with you. I pray the strength of the Lord be with you. I pray God's divine protection be with you. The hope of God be with you. No harm shall come near you. No attack of the enemy shall come near you. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. God is with you. God is with you. Fear not. God is with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Remain blessed. Franklin Nichela is my name. God bless you. God bless you. Remember, God is with you. He says, fear not. Remain blessed. Remain safe. Remain sound. No harm shall come near you and your family. No attack shall come near you and you. Do not let the enemy put fear in you because you're hearing on the news that the virus is attacking others. Your case is different. Others are not you. Your case is different because you are someone who understands the things of God and you're someone who embraces the things of God. You're also conscious of your health. You're staying safe. You're staying informed. You're staying clean. Fear not. You are divinely protected. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day.